Hello mystical light beings, and welcome to another video. My name is Twilah Faye, and today I'm going to be talking about the 5 signs that the universe is forcing you to heal. Today I want to speak to the overwhelmed, the overstimulated, and the exhausted healers. That heals other people, that loves other people, pours into other people, and often doesn't get poured back into. And is always showing up when people need you, always supporting other people, but you find it hard to ask for help, or even hard for people to just realize you need help and support. If that's you, then keep listening. Let's get into the 5 signs that the universe is telling you that it's time to take a healer's break. Sign number 1 is emotional overload. Okay, so you may be overstimulated when you're talking to people, around people, and you really just feel like, I need a moment. I need a moment. Maybe you find safety in the bathroom. Maybe you find safety in not going out often. Maybe you find safety in food even. Okay, these are signs. Small issues will begin to feel huge. You'll start to feel emotionally fragile. Maybe you cry a lot and you just crave the quiet. This is the sign that your soul needs space and that it's overwhelmed. Number 2 is physical exhaustion. You may be waking up tired, feeling like you literally can never get enough sleep. You may wake up and just feel drained and be like, what is going on? Why do I feel this way? Maybe your body feels heavier than usual. And after helping others, you might feel suddenly fatigued. The body is begging you to slow down. Listen to your body. Slow down. If you're helping someone, it becomes overwhelming. Try to be mindful and say, I want to slow down in this moment, and do it slower. Not to mock the other person, but just to embrace what your body needs in that moment, which is the slowness and the stillness. Sign number 3 is losing interest in your gifts and your hobbies. Those things that you once loved start to feel heavy. People you love start to sound loud. You begin to feel disconnected from spirit. This is spiritual burnout. It's not a lack of purpose. So if you feel like your creativity has halted, maybe you have a pause in the things that you once loved doing every day, it's because you're spiritually burnt out and you need a moment. You need to slow down and you need to make it fun again for yourself. And the only way to do that is to not add so much stress into that environment of creativity. It's a good thing to set boundaries in your creative space as well, just so that you can make sure that it's cleared out, to pray over your day and your creative space, ensuring that you are focusing on that being a healing environment, that being a restoring environment for you. It's nice to always have like this safe space where you're like, okay, I know that no one's gonna come over here and bring the BS, okay? So if you don't have that space yet, create it. Sign number 4 may be pulling away or going through an isolation period where you just feel colder, you feel like you're hibernating, for example. That period is like when things you usually would say yes to, you're just like, no, I literally can't. Like, you can't even say anything but no in this moment because your spirit is so tired. And some of you push yourself even farther than that. Don't do that to yourself. You may be wanting to be alone, avoiding calls, maybe even avoiding people, friends, messages, and you feel misunderstood during this time. People may get upset. Why are you not picking up my phone calls? Why are you not talking to me? Are you avoiding me? And they're not really asking the questions such as, hey, how are you feeling? Are you okay? Why weren't you there? At this period, you ain't even want to give help, okay? You don't even want to give help to nobody. You're done. Now you're trying to watch people. Are they going to notice? And a lot of times they're not going to notice because you're the strong friend. You're the strong family member. You're the strong one. And people don't realize that the strong one needs a safe space too. At this point, your energy is trying to protect itself. Number 5 is just spiritual disconnection. You can't hear spirit correctly. You don't know what spirit is saying. Everything feels discombobulated, distorted. This is a major sign that you have to slow down, especially with how spiritual and in tune you are. If you want to continue to be spiritually in tune, once you get to this point and you feel disconnected from spirit, you have to slow down. There is no other choice. Your intuition may feel muted or quiet or silenced. You may not see the same synchronicities or signs that you used to see. Maybe you can see things with your eyes usually, but you don't see those things anymore. This is a sign that you're pretty much at the last step of spiritual disconnection, blockages, and you're not in tune. You're not in tune. These are signs to slow down. You need a healer's break. Another thing that you'll see during sign number 5 is that things just feel off track. You just feel like, am I in the right dimension? Like, am I connecting right? Am I where I'm supposed to be? You start asking yourselves those questions so often because you just feel out of it. You feel off, and you may keep saying, this just feels off. I don't feel like I'm supposed to be here. And it's really because you're feeling your energy center. You're realizing that your energy centers are where you're struggling and that you need to reset them. The universe is forcing you to take a break, forcing you to reset yourself, to reconnect with yourself and the things that bring you joy and inspiration in your life. These signs are incredibly important because they are the first few signs that you're going to see before you have that meltdown, that spiritual breakthrough. It's telling you you need this to have those moments that you dream of, that you want back, or that you want to elevate. I created Healers Break to Heal specifically for people like you, people who are going through issues with feeling connected to their spirit and feeling blocked. And a lot of that comes from trauma and pain and betrayal and being in a place where you're not connecting to your authentic truth. And that's what my book, my workbook, Healers Break to Heal, is for. If you need that release, that recharge, that recenter, that's what the book is for. It's here to support you in your well-being and your journey towards your spiritual awakening. Awareness is only the first step. It's in the beginning. The real healing starts when you slow down, you take a breath, and you begin to set your intentions. My workbook helps you go through step by step through your healing process to ensure that you get that healer's break that you need. You're gonna have an emotional and spiritual reset. I promise. When you read this book, when you touch it, when you experience it, when you work through it, you're gonna realize how much power you actually have and that all you needed was a reset. It's like pushing, reset. Reset. And it's nice. It's nice to know that someone hears you, and I want you to know that I do. I hear you and I understand. I understand how overstimulated and overwhelmed you are. I understand your exhaustion. I've been there. I get there pretty often, and that's why I wrote the book, because I want to remember the process of getting back into who I am. Where am I? Because I'm in a timeline. I'm trying to get back to the timeline where I feel like myself. That's important. So I'm going to pick a card for you guys. It's going to be from a healing deck, which I've been considering making my own healing deck. Let me know if you would love one of those. It's going to be very artsy, very fun, very healing. Let me know if you would buy it, okay? Because I'm only going to make it if somebody's going to buy it, okay? I mean, I might make it for myself. Who knows? But let's pick a healing card for today. Guides, angels, and those of light, please guide us through a healing message with clarity and love. Entrapment. See, this is right in line with what we're talking about. It's time to free yourself and understand that you have the power to free yourself. That's what entrapment is about. This is similar to Nine of Swords, where you can free yourself. Like, the chains are not as heavy as you think they are. You don't have to be in this pattern of disconnect. You can break it by reconnecting to yourself, recharging with yourself. You deserve so much better, mystical light being. And you can give yourself that first. You'll start to see people will notice. They'll notice your light. They'll notice that their distractions didn't make you heavy enough for you to fall, that you still shine, okay? Because some people here, they really do try to distract you. They can see you doing really good and then they start bringing drama to you. And I'm not saying everybody who does that is one of those people, but a lot of people will do that. They will distort you. They'll take you off track, okay? So don't let them do that to you. Take your power back. The next card is beauty. You have so much beauty to show, so much beauty to embrace, and it's a superpower of yours as well. So this is telling me that your reset can be beautiful. It doesn't have to be super ugly, okay? And some of y'all will dread a reset because you're like, I just don't feel like dealing with the ugliness, the ugly cries, me eating ice cream on the bed like I just broke up with somebody. If I did break up with somebody, you know. So don't be afraid to really lean into what the experience looks like as a whole, because it's not going to look the way that you thought. Family and tribe. Okay, so this is also telling me that some of y'all really do have a tribe and family members around you. Like, if you live out of state from where your family members from, you do have friends. You have a community that you can talk to. And you need to keep your eye on who who wants to support you and who feeds you, who puts and pours into you, okay? Not the people that just want to know your information to share it with people, but the people who really pour into you, who love you. Have discernment, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you get the reset that you desire and deserve, and I hope you feel aligned. If you would like to get Healer's Break to Heal, look in my description box. You can find it on Amazon, and you can also find a signed copy on my website. I hope that this brings you so much joy, inspiration, and that you remember it's your time to shine, and the universe is pushing you to a new reset and to slow down, okay? And the healer's break that you deserve. Bye. Love you. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to honor what your body and spirit is telling you at this time. Get the rest, the softness, and truth that you desire and deserve. And if you want more content like this, make sure that you go ahead and subscribe and push the bell for post notifications.